Hey everybody, Jason here with RPGaDay 2018 question number 2. The question for today was, what's the first thing you look for in an RPG? And, I think over time that answer to that has changed because if I would have answered that question 10 years ago or 5 years ago or whatever, 20 years ago, would not be the same answer that I give today. And I think the answer that I give today is not a one part answer. I think it's an answer that gives a couple of answers rolled into one because there's not really just one. I shouldn't say the first thing. The first thing that I look for is a couple of things. I look at both the complexity of the system because now that I'm getting older and I have way, way, way less time to play games, less time to devote to games, whether it's writing or playing or running or whatever, system plays a big deal. So I'm looking for a lot more rules light things. But I'm also looking at stuff like genre is important. Genre is not as important as some other things, I guess. I would say the main thing I look for probably is mechanics. Because I think when I'm with my friends and we're playing Star Wars or a generic sci-fi game, when we're running the Free Universal System, or if we're playing Pathfinder or D&D 5e or whatever it is that we're playing, we kind of always have fun no matter what. So genre isn't the most important thing for me, although, like I said, 10 years ago I would have said fantasy is number one, or, sci-fi is number one, or whatever. Mechanics are number one, I think, for me right now at this point, mixed with a little bit of genre and a little bit of how easy it would be to run on the fly. I don't run games on the fly a whole lot, but something where if I were needed to run something on the fly, how easily could I do it? And I found a few things recently, mainly OSR or OSR related products, that would fit that bill. So that's probably mechanics, I guess, is probably the most important part. But maybe 5 or 10 years from now, that answer would be different. So who knows? But I think mechanics is probably the biggest part because I want something that's got a little bit of depth. Not too. I like rules light, but not too terribly rules light to where each character feels the same, but not so complex that every character is hard to play or hard to create just because the system wants to make it feel different. You know what I mean? And like a longevity, like if you create a character and you play a couple of one shots with one character, is that all you're going to get out of it? Is it so story based and narrative that there's no mechanics to it? Foo is a good example because it's very, very, very extremely rules light. So I don't know how well that would go in long term play, but mechanics the biggest thing. So I guess an easy answer made complex by me. So sorry about that, but that is my answer for question number 2 of RPGaDay 2018. Hope everybody is having a good day and have good gaming, and please get involved with RPGaDay questions if you can, because they're really cool, and the answers are always interesting. I like to hear people's takes on stuff. So anyway, see you tomorrow.